Good evening. For today's update, I focused on the UI part and I implemented the authentication. So for this one, this has now a working authentication in the back end and is passing now a correct bidder token. So when we try to log in using our account, as you can see, it redirects us to the dashboard. And we also have now the implementation of category and location. We can now add multiple category. For example, we add category 1, then we set the description to sample, hit save. As you can see, the category is now here. You can also uh, edit the category and of course update and delete. The location is also available now. You can add multiple location, for example, first floor. Can add NA as address and then floor would be, let's say it's on 10th floor. If you save it, you can see it here. Then we can also update the location as well as delete the location. Other thing that I did for today's update is that more on the code and security. So I updated the auth getter to implement a more robust authentication for security and catching of the login logout process. So I implemented the token for the user data in order for us to store the token information and user information once it's successfully logged in. And then also I updated the fetch wrapper. So the fetch wrapper here is what is controlling all of the post, get, put, and delete method for all of the application. So we are appending the content type and accept directly, as well as the XML HTTP request for the headers. Then I also include here the credentials include as this is needed for Sanctum authentication. So you can see here for auth and header, I also added a authorization header, which consists of the bearer token that we are getting from the user. So the refresh token is automatically handled on the backend, so there's no need for us to implement any refresh token during the authentication header request. And for the handling of response, we added a specific security. Let's say here that the data is an object, then it has some error or the response is not correct. So we're sending a error message for the data that message, or we're sending the data directly for the error. And yeah, most of the process for the front end are more on the how the framework will going to work on moving forward and the utilities for the request and authentication. So we can use every time we need a request going to the backend. For example, under the category here on the index, so we have here the initial API call, some states, and as you can see here, we have the response, which we are using the fetch wrapper, and we are getting based on the API URL. I think this is must for this day. And yeah, for tomorrow, I'll be updating more of the front-end UI and also add more validation for the AI. Thank you.